When you think of Iran, what comes to mind? Headlines, politics, a country that seems like a world away from your own. For the next few minutes, I want you to forget everything you think you know. We're going to look past the usual narratives to see what it's really like to live in Iran, from the struggles to get by in a massive city to the ancient traditions that refuse to fade. Tehran, a sprawling, energetic metropolis of over 9.8 million people. It's a city that practically breathes contradictions. Modernity hasn't just knocked on the door here. It's moved in and redecorated even as ancient history stands its ground on every corner. But to understand life here, you must get a feel for the economy. It's the invisible character in everyone's story, a constant humming pressure just beneath the surface. The numbers are dizzying. In early 2026, the economy is straining under the immense pressure, with annual inflation hovering around 46.3% and some warning it could climb even higher. Sanctions have choked the flow of goods for years, and the national currency has been in a long, painful slide. For ordinary people, this isn't just a headline, it's a daily math problem. Imagine going to a market where the price of bread or coffee has so many zeros it's hard to read. It's a confusing, tangible sign of an economy in distress. And yet, life goes on. Visit the Grand Bazaar, especially in the days before Nowruz, the Persian New Year, and you'll find a river of humanity. It's a chaotic, beautiful mess of shoppers haggling over spices, new clothes, or decorations for the half-seen table. It's a performance of normality, a powerful declaration that life continues. But if you look closer, you can see the strain. People are buying less. The vibrant displays are a painful reminder of what's becoming unaffordable. The average monthly salary after tax is around $250 to $300. In a city like Tehran, where the cost of living for one person can easily top $600 with rent, that math just doesn't work. Owning a home has become an impossible dream for a whole generation. You'll find young people with university degrees driving for ride-sharing apps or juggling side hustles just to stay afloat. Now, doesn't that sound familiar in the United States? This economic pressure is layered on top of a heavy political reality. In recent years, streets have been tense, and internet blackouts that sever ties to the outside world are a common tool of control. This has led to what many Iranians call the two lives. There's a public life lived under a strict set of rules, and then there's the life behind closed doors. In private, the rules bend. People gather, they talk, they watch foreign films, and they listen to forbidden music. It's in these hidden spaces that another Iran exists, more liberal, more questioning, and fiercely protective of its freedom. Let's head to Isfahan, the nation's cultural heart. It's a city of art, history, and just breathtaking beauty. The cost of living is a bit lower than in Tehran, maybe around $500 a month. But the economic story is much the same. Sanctions have hit industries hard. Getting parts for electronics, machinery, or even something as simple as an iPhone cable has turned into a complicated and expensive challenge. And the further you go into rural Iran, the more life slows down. The immediate pressures of politics and urban crackdowns can feel distant. Here, traditions is the anchor and communities are tight-knit. But it's no simple paradise. National shortages are often felt more sharply in these areas. Getting reliable electricity and clean water can be a daily struggle. But it's in all these places, from the grand cities to the humble villages, that you find the soul of Iran, something the headlines never capture. Its profound, unshakable hospitality. A stranger won't hesitate to invite you for tea. A family will share their meal with you, insisting you are an honored guest. Food is the language of connection here. It's how people share their culture, their history, and their humanity. It's an act of generosity that defies the narrative of a nation in isolation. Culture is the source source of Iran's unbreakable resilience. The country's identity is thousands of years old, and its traditions are the lifeblood that sustains people through the darkest times. Many of these celebrations are rooted in Z and a deep reverence light for nature, light, and renewal. The biggest of these is Nowruz, the Persian New Year, which kicks off on the first day of spring. For 2 weeks, the country completely transforms. It starts with a deep spring cleaning of the home to sweep away the old and welcome the new. Families set up the Haftasine, a table decorated with new symbolic items, starting with the letter S, each representing a hope for the new year, like health, prosperity, and love. It's a time for new clothes, visiting family, and sharing gifts. Just before Nowruz, there's a festival of pure fire and spirit. See Shuri, or the Festival of Fire. On the last Tuesday night of the year, people light bonfires in the streets and leap over flames chanting, "Give me your red color and take my sickly yellow." It's a ritual of purification, a symbolic burning away of the past year's hardships and sickness to start fresh. In recent years, even the ancient festivals have become an act of defiance, a moment for young people to gather and assert their cultural identity. Then there's Yalda Night, celebrating the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. Families gather, usually at their elders' home, to stay awake until midnight. They eat red fruits like pomegranates and watermelons. Those colors symbolize the glow of dawn and the eventual triumph of light over darkness. They read poetry, especially from the beloved poet Hafiz. It's a night that strengthens family bonds and celebrates the power of literature. These aren't just quaint customs. In 2026, they are radical acts of hope. They're a reminder that despite economic struggles, political repression, and the feeling of being misunderstood by the world, the spirit of the Iranian people carries on. They are a testament to a culture that finds its strengths not in politics, but in family, in poetry, and in the promise of a new day. So what is it really like to live in Iran? It's a paradox. It's living with the daily grind of an economy on the edge, where your salary barely covers your bills and the future feels deeply uncertain. It's navigating the complexities of the two lives, balancing public rules with private freedom. But it's also this. It's jumping over a fire to burn away your sorrows. It's gathering with everyone you love to read poetry on the longest night of the year. It's being welcomed into a stranger's home for tea, no questions asked. Iran is not a headline, it's not a single story, it is the deeply complex, profoundly beautiful, and painfully misunderstood nation. It is above all else human, and its story deserves to be seen. If this video opens your eyes to a side of Iran you've never seen, please consider subscribing. I'm dedicated to going beyond the headlines to share more unfiltered stories from around the world. And let me know in the comments what surprised you most about daily life in Iran. And I'll see you on the next one. This has been Lindsay signing off. Peace.